Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the stream today. We're in Microsoft Flight Simulator, as always, or as has been usual most of the time lately. We are doing our World Tour flight. Continuing the World Tour flight, we're on flight 191, or leg 191, whichever one it is. Stream 191. We have, in any case, lots of flights into this World Tour. We're flying out of Turks and Caicos. We're in Providenciales, at Providenciales International Airport. Let me get my description up here so I can get it all right. Providenciales International Airport in Providenciales, Turks and Caicos Islands. We're flying to Las Américas International Airport in Punta, Caucedo, Dominican Republic, which is just outside Santo Domingo. You can see we have the Sky Cana Go Santo Domingo livery. We're flying Sky Cana. Real life flight is interCaribbean Airways, but I wanted to get some different liveries in and didn't really have a good livery for interCaribbean anyway. We're on the Flybywire A32NX Airbus A320neo. Taking off about 11:50 in the morning, so we're not doing live time, but we are on live weather. We are using FSLTL, which is Flight Simulator livery traffic, live traffic liveries, I guess is what it is. Pulls live traffic data right from Flight Radar 24, so all the planes we see on the ground and in the air are live traffic with their real liveries for the most part. There are some, for some reason I'm having some texture issues lately, but they're the models, everything. Also pull stuff in from Alpha Indy Group traffic if you have that on your system, so we're doing that. Let me just get this started over here. Try to get is that gonna let me start that up? Probably not. I need more screens. That's what I need. Oh, okay. No, oh jeez. Okay, now my system's trying to launch like 15 versions of the same thing. So just so I can make sure we're not losing our mind on everything. Did some Black Friday shopping yesterday. I think I bought way too much stuff, but I am excited. I'm a little nervous, but I am excited about what I got. We'll get into that as we get going here. That's good. Okay, so we just had the catering truck come by. We're gonna make sure everything is up that I need. Yes. Actually, let's pull in. Need to get Navigraph charts set up. 4% brief. There it is. Good. Perfect. Come on. Come on. Oh, there we go. You should read what's on the screen. We'll just go here. Just a few little things. Gotta get situated. Perfect. Alright. Now we're good to go. So, as I said, we're flying over to Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. We're in the A320neo. Yeah, so let's get everything kind of going here. I found that this works, and I'm not sure exactly. I have to kind of read up on this, how the sim brief thing works. You are too late for my scheduled departure. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, it's because it goes off your sim time, and my departure was for real time. Okay. I'm not sure how the sim brief works with GSX, to be honest, so we'll just ignore that for now. Alright, we're going to improve sim brief data is already in. Very good. Now what I want to do so that we can see passengers actually come out on the plane is you just want to get all your stuff right away. Your plane basically loaded right away. Don't even bother with the taking time or anything if you want to use GSX. That, as far as I know, because if I don't have anything on the plane and it's loading at the same time as GSX is showing the passengers coming on, you only get like 2 passengers actually walking on because there's not enough weight on the plane. It goes by weight. Fuel, I'm going to put on 4,800. Yeah, 4,800 should be good. We'll do real time for that. That doesn't really matter. Services. Make sure we got the ground power unit out. And we are good to go there. So you can see our fuel. And let's jump over to GSX. Let's get the passenger. Let's get everyone getting on the plane here. So request boarding.
Boarding requested.
While that's happening, now technically the pilots aren't on the plane yet, but we are. So we'll get things going. Right quick here. Alright, so our, what do we call this? Our pre-flight. We're gonna make sure our parking brake is on. Speed brake and flaps are disarmed. Engine switches in the off position. Ignition normal. Idle. You just come by as I'm going up the panel, just hit those integrated lighting. Continuing up here, same thing with these displays, since it is going to be about
Do you want to board crew?
noon. Yes, I do want to board the crew.
Crew bus is coming.
I guess technically we didn't have to board the crew there, so we could have actually asked it to be something else. Alright, where am I going? Landing gear is down. Anti-skid nose wheel steering is on. Hit the glare shields here. Look up top. Same thing, overhead integrated lighting. Make sure the wipers are in the off position, and we can hit battery switches. I wasn't sure if I got battery too. I kind of double clicked or something. Alright, crew oxygen supply. Let's start power on first. Then crew oxygen supply. Nav 1, 2, and 3. Do our fire tests.
Pilot's boarding starting.
Not getting any sound there. That's not good. Good there. Let's get our strobe auto, wing, nav logo lights on. No smoking. Auto and emergency lights armed. We look all good right there. Check out the boarding process. Here come the pilots.
Crew boarding starting.
As I said yesterday, hopefully everyone had a good Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving. Today, my wife and son are going up to visit someone about a job or something. So after this stream or a couple streams, I'm gonna pull out the turkey. Hopefully by now it's thawed enough, and we're gonna get that prepped, make stuffing, mashed potatoes, all that stuff. So we're gonna do Thanksgiving today for our little family here. Crew boarding right now. Let's get back inside, keep the setup going. Emergency exit lights, annunciator lights, we can test those. We'll just skip that. At some point I need to turn on failures. I think there are some failures available. I'm not sure if they're automatic though. That they'll automatically run in this plane. Move down here. Oh, there's actually preset lighting. Pretty cool.
Your passenger's bus is coming.
Alright, so IR is aligning in 3 minutes, it looks like right there. Let's get into the actual setup. Yeah, so the weights and balances is grayed out because that's now on the fly pad, as you saw. We don't really need to pull this in. But we will. We'll move that over and bring up the flight plan. You can see that. Alright, so we're looking for the alternate, which is Mike Delta Sierra Tango, going flight number 233. Cost index of 21 today. Cruise level 350.
Passengers boarding starting.
Yeah, I like how the sound effects kind of start before they actually get out of the bus. But there they are. There are the passengers. You can actually do all the zero fuel weight and all this right away, since we have it technically all on board, system-wise. 4.8 is the actual for fuel. Our trip wind is right here, -0, so it's just 0. No wind. Jump down to flight plan. Looks like it has a bunch of stuff in there. We might have to change that. Double check. Let's go back out and check out the passenger boarding. So here you can see very few passengers. So I don't know. It's supposed to get it from weight, but that's definitely not 112 passengers. So I don't know where.
Passenger's bus is coming.
Maybe another. Maybe that's just because it's such a small passenger bus. That's a different bus that I've seen before. So maybe that's what it was. We'll hopefully catch the second bus. All right. Flight plan today. Move this over. Flight plan. Let's actually get our clearance just to be sure from ATC.
Providenciales clearance delivery Cana 233 IFR to Las Américas ready to copy.
Cana 233 is clear to Las Américas Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 10 climb and maintain 13,000 feet. Departure frequency is 132.3 squawk 3314.
Cana 233 cleared to Las Américas Airport is filed. Takeoff runway 10 climb and maintain 13,000 feet. Departure on 132.3 squawk 3314.
Cana 233 readback correct. Contact ground on 121.9er. Good day.
Yeah, I'm not sure what any of these any of the stuff that they put in is. Oh, this might actually be the arrival. Well, let's do the arrival too. So arrival, we have a codex. I believe we have a ILS 17. Yeah, codex 2. Oh, that's what I got. I believe that's what we got going on here. Even though it's a little out of date, I think I need to update my because there is no Codex to Gulf anymore. There is a Codex. Oh, there it is. That's out. That works. Okay, and then approaches, we're doing ILS. Runway 17.
Hello. Hello.
Hold on. Okay. Volam. Our transition, insert. Okay, so that's why we got that Codex there. You can see it's all, everything's good now, but we do have a few waypoints in between that we want to add. Oh, missed the passengers again.
Passengers bus is coming.
But another bus is coming, okay. Hopefully catch that. Okay, Codex. So Tomaz, between Tomaz and Codex, we have another one. We want to put in, here we go, Tomaz to Airways. We have Bravo Romeo 2 Lima. I think that's an airway. Yes, it is. Okay. Going to GoVet. There we go. GoVet to Lima 463. Julie. Direct to Papa Tango Alpha. You want to insert that and then go leave right. Papa Tango Alpha. We put it after, right? Nope, put it in the wrong place. It's been so long since I've done this. Alright, Papa Tango. I do like that gives you the distance though, and that's all we need. Papa Tango Alpha and then the Codex. So flight plan should be right. We can double check it. Watch these passengers come on. They're doing pretty good. Let me get open. Yeah, not a lot of passengers coming in each bus, it looks like. Or at least this bus, I guess. They had that small bus to start and then this big bus with very few people. I think they could have just done 2 buses. I don't know what they were doing. Alright.
Hello.
I want to double check this flight plan. I'm going to take out that Sierra Delta 150. There we go. And there's a hold there if we need it. Oh, that's pretty cool. Close the doors and everything right away. Awesome. Okay, flight plan looks good. Go back to ARC and 10 miles. Back in here, let's go to the radio page. Don't need that right now. Performance page. Let's go to the init 2 first. And I have my SimSmart A320 calculator. Let's pull that up for you guys. We're going to put in the airport code, which is MBPV, Mike Bravo Papa Victor. Retrieving the data. Alright, runway 10. Get the metadata. We got no wind for some reason. 26 degrees Celsius, 1016 for the Q and H. Runway is dry. Anti-ice off. Takeoff weight is 59.3 tons. Center of gravity is usually forward. You can see we're 24.3%, so it's less than. Flex takeoff, climb thrust, flaps conf 1 plus F, and we'll keep the air conditioning on for takeoff. Now we can go to the performance page and flex temperature 68 degrees, flaps 1, V1 speed 128 knots, V rotate speed 128, and the V2 130. Transition altitude is 6,000 feet out of Turks and Caicos. Thrust reduction at 1013 feet. That's where we'll go from flex to climb. And same thing with the engine out. Alright, predicted wind sheared auto. Lock the cockpit doors. We'll go up top and start the APU. Alright, flap is open. Start APU. I always forget to put away the calculator when we don't need it anymore. Alright, APU sounds good. Obviously, we would check this on the screen right here. Fuel pumps on, and we are ready to go as soon as we get the view here. It's available. APU bleed on, external power off, beacon light on, and we'll disconnect the power unit. Hey Sasha, you got kicked out of VATSIM. What happened?
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
24 hours, kicked off, then 24 hours I can come back. What happened? Do you know what happened? At least I haven't done that yet.
Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted.
We want to do for our where do we want to go for a pushback? Doesn't really matter, but let's get the tail. Let's do the quick edit. See what we can do. Yeah, I still haven't figured out how to do this exactly right. Definitely not as intuitive as... Yeah, we're just kind of in this weird position here. We should kind of really be on an angle anyway to start here. Alright, there we go. I think that'll work.
From editing mode. Please wait.
Locking gear.
Ah, for being rude. Asking what number I am in line for takeoff. Yep. Did you ask it too many times or something? Because I would think you should be able to... should be able to ask, you know.
Release parking brakes.
Alright, release parking brakes. Go.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Alright, starting engine 2. Yeah, not banned, just suspended for 24 hours. Nice, starting engine 1.
Set parking brakes.
Parking brake set.
Waiting your confirmation for good engine start.
Well, yeah, at least it's only a temporary ban. Alright, let's let them know we got a good engine start.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Unlocking gear.
Oh, I've got to start up Pack X. Not a big deal. Just an extra thing to worry about really at this point.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
We're ready to go when you are. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome
Right.
aboard. This is your flight
APU bleed, master switch
At
off.
this time, please be sure to make sure
Belt
all
signs
large
are
camera
on.
items are in the overhead
Runway
bin
turn off
and
light,
all
taxi
items
lights
are
on.
in front of you. If
Probe window heat is auto. Transponder is set. Spoilers armed. Lapse in takeoff position.
If the overhead bin is full, please make sure you close it as a courtesy to other passengers. Please double check that all your items are put away so that the aisle is clear and other passengers can make their way to their seats. If you're in an emergency exit row, please read the exit seating responsibilities.
Weather radar on, parking brake released.
If you're not able to comply with these
And let's
actions,
get our
please let a
taxi
flight
clearance.
attendant know, so that way you can be reseated. Now's the time to get out any last-minute text
Providenciales
messages
ground,
if you
Cana
need to, but
2
we
tree
ask
tree
that
with
once you
Sierra
depart
ready
from
to
the gate,
taxi
put away
IFR.
any laptops or tablets. Thank you, and
Cana
welcome
2
aboard.
tree taxi 2 and hold short of runway 10 using taxiway cross runway 10.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard Flight 233. Our flight time will be roughly 59 minutes.
Taxiing hold
Now
short
that the
runway
cabin door is
10
closed,
using
please make
taxiway
sure that all
cross runway
devices are in
10
airplane
Cana
mode
2
and your
tree
large
tree.
devices are now shut down and stowed. Please fasten your seatbelt and make sure that all tray tables and seat backs are in a full upright and locked position for departure. Cabin crew, prepare doors for departure, cross-check, verify straps, and stand by for all calls. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the front of the aircraft for safety.
That's the first time I've decided to do that before. Yeah. Well, now I got 2 throttles? What the heck?
Demonstration. When the seatbelt light is on, please make sure that your seatbelt is fastened low and tight across your lap. To fasten, insert the metal fittings into one another. Tighten by pulling on the loose end of the strap.
Yeah, my...
To release your seatbelt, lift the
Usually
upper
what happens
portion
is
of
my
the
stick, you know, so I
In the
can't
event
get
that
the...
seatbelt light is not
You see,
on,
it's not
we suggest
turning.
that you keep your seatbelt fastened in case of unexpected turbulence. There are
Oh, yeah.
several emergency exits on this aircraft. Please take a few moments now to
Yeah, that's
locate
not
your
good.
nearest exit.
Well, like I said, I wanted everything to go right, and we're gonna have some problem here, right? What is going on here? Why do I have 2 of these? How do I get rid of them? Is there a way to delete? Why do I have 2 sets of controls? See that? That's so weird. Yeah, why are there 2 now? Oh my goodness.
In some cases, your nearest exit may be behind you. If we need to evacuate the aircraft, floor-level lighting will guide you towards the exit. In the event of a loss of cabin pressure, an oxygen mask will drop in front of you. Start the flow of oxygen, pull the mask towards you, and place it firmly over your nose.
Yeah, I think it's working
Secure
now.
the elastic band behind your head and tighten the straps if necessary. And don't worry if the bag doesn't inflate, oxygen
There we go.
is into the mask, and you can breathe normally.
It's hard to taxi
If you're
when
traveling
Cana
with
2 tree
children,
tree,
now's
ready
the
for
time to
IFR
take your
departure
favorite
runway
one.
10.
But secure your mask and then assist
Cana
others.
2 tree
Keep
tree
your mask on
QNH
until a member of the crew advises you to take
3000
your
income.
In the unlikely event of a water landing, a life vest is located in a pouch under your seat or between the armrests.
Cleared for takeoff
When
runway
instructed to do
10
so,
Cana
open the
2
plastic
tree
pouch
tree.
and remove the vest. Flip it over your head.
You still need to
Wrap
get in
the straps
position,
around your waist and
technically.
buckle at the front. Hold the straps tight. To inflate the vest, pull firmly on the red cord only when exiting the aircraft. If it doesn't inflate automatically, you may blow into the mouthpiece for manual inflation. This vest is equipped with a whistle and a light. If you need to, your seat cushion can be used as a secondary inflation device. Please make sure to exit the aircraft as soon as possible and leave your belongings. Please securely stow your personal items. Make sure your seatbelts are fastened.
So yeah, I did some Black Friday shopping yesterday on both Newegg and
Tampering with, disabling,
Amazon.
or destroying
Picked
the
up.
detectors located in the lavatories is prohibited
I was
by
looking
law.
at getting a
All
G
of this
or an
information and
RTX
more can be found on the safety
3080
card located in the seat back in front of you.
for MSRP. It would have been $699
Thank you for flying
pre-order,
with us, and we hope you enjoy
but I
your
kind of
flight.
sat on it too long and it got sold out. I was thinking about that, but then I was like, oh, do I really want to go spend that much? I mean, I'm typically the last time I bought a graphics card, I bought the 1070, so I like that kind of 70 range. I was looking and I jumped to Team Red, I guess. I went and bought the AMD 6800 XT, which is kind of the equivalent of the 3080 in some aspects. Actually outperforms the 3080, or equivalent for frame rate and stuff in most situations on average. But but where it doesn't have as much as the 3080 is the ray tracing and DLSS. So there's that little drawback. But I was able to get the card for about $150 less than the 1080. So I figured, well, if I'm buying something that's $180 less, but performs for the most part in most things besides ray tracing and DLSS the same as the 3080, I might as well go with that. I'm a little worried though, because there are some, the AMD is not as set up as well for streaming, I guess, but I know people do use them, and yeah, I looked at a lot of examples and stuff, and I couldn't find anything, you know, where it looked, one place or the other looked better. So, all right, we are ready for takeoff. We're cleared. Here we go. Flex thrust, and here we go. P1, rotate. Positive rate, gear up.
Cana 2 tree, contact Miami Center on 1 tree, 2 decimal tree. Good day.
1 tree, 2 decimal tree for Cana 2 tree. Miami Center Cana 2 tree is passing 1,100 feet, climbing 13,000 feet.
Cana 2 tree, Miami Center QNH, tree 0.00. Continue to covet as planned.
Autopilot engaged. It's always so cool flying out of islands. We did it obviously way back, and I did it a lot on X-Plane, but we did a little bit way over there by Africa and the Indian Ocean, and now here we are in the Caribbean. We're going to be doing a lot of island hopping in the next 20, 30 flights, I think. Okay, flaps cleared, seatbelt sign still on. Oh, sorry, yeah. Let's see, November 25th, 2022, your account was temporarily suspended by Airbus Ventura, a supervisor or administrator. This suspension will be investigated and reviewed by a division. What does it mean to be investigated? I'm guessing it just means, I mean, they're going to look into the incident, like what happened. You know, like you were, you know, if they need to, you know, I would figure if they need to ban you, or, you know, or if the controller or whoever banned you, you know, they need to be disciplined in some way. So investigated just means they're gonna kind of see what happened, check the audio probably and the situation, and make a decision from there.
Gentlemen, we have now passed 2,000 feet, so you may turn on larger portable electronic devices. This is also a reminder to please keep keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the duration of the flight and do not form a line near the lavatory.
Hey, Jackie. No problem. Yeah, I'm glad you're here. Glad, I don't know, streaming lately, there hasn't been, you know, a lot of people aren't coming as, like before, but I figure part of that's just I don't stream regularly enough, I guess.
You can now get up and move about the cabin. However, we ask that you keep your seatbelt fastened when
Cana 233 climb and maintain flight level 190.
Alright, climb and maintain flight level 190, Cana 233.
190 Cana 233.
What did I say? Did I say 233? Or did I say Cana something 33? When I heard him say it, I was now questioning my sanity. I really wish this didn't happen where it kind of loads in and loads out tiles, but otherwise, beautiful. I love that reflection too. You are not. Let's see. I'm banned if read right. I'm not banned. Let's see. Yeah, pull up what you wrote before. The suspension will be investigated and reviewed. So you're suspended right now. So you're not banned. It's going to be reviewed. They're going to figure out like what the, you know, going forward, what they're going to do. So I would think. I mean, I wasn't there, so I don't know exactly what you did. I figure, you know, it sounds like you were just asking, or maybe you asked too many times. I don't know. I mean, you could, but I doubt it. I mean, unless you were really, I mean, I've seen videos. I've heard, you know, when I've been on VATSIM, I've heard some people get a little, a little excited, but never to the point where I would think it would need a ban or anything. Climb and maintain flight level 250, Cana 233.
Flight level 250, Cana 233.
So I'm trying to practice my callbacks. That's always one thing on VATSIM that, I mean, obviously if you do VATSIM more, it becomes, well, if they're going to ban me, then would be done by now. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how, when you said what time was that when you got banned, or the suspension, 2320, what, 12 hours ago, I'm guessing, something like that, or no, that might be, yeah, I don't know, oh, it's the 26th of that, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how long it takes them to investigate, and like I said, I figure if it's not something, I don't know how strict they are, like how super strict they're, you know. I figure you were just asking like when can you get clearance or what number you are in line. Maybe you're just too insistent about it. But again, I wasn't there, so I couldn't judge it. How rude you were being.
Cana 2 tree climb and maintain flight level tree 0.
Climb and maintain flight level tree 0 Cana 2 tree.
Oh, sorry, I turned my microphone off, so I was talking there. I just read a whole bunch of stuff off. Yeah, basically I read in the frequently asked questions, it said, how do you appeal a suspension? It looks like you got a temporary suspension, so in your email, it should have sent something saying you got a suspension, it's going to be investigated, which looks like that's what you sent me. And then from there, it'll go to conflict resolution supervisor, or whatever it is. And that person will make a formal suspension, or will decide, okay, temporary suspension, that's enough, you're back on. Or a really long suspension, possibly a lifetime, which would be a ban, right? But I would figure it depends on what you did. It sounds like you were just being, from what you told me, like I said, I wasn't there. So it sounds like you were just being a little rude, maybe insistent, like, hey, what's my number, So I figure something like that. It's like I don't think it'd be that long of a suspension at all, besides what you got already. So. That's all I know. I'm not involved in that sim discipline, so I wouldn't know. Anyway, okay, so we're coming up on. I'm seeing land in front of us. That is us, the Dominican Republic, already. Kind of off this way. That's probably more. That's Dominican Republic and Haiti over there. Kind of a weird. Can't tell where I'm at. It didn't say, I couldn't find anything where it said like how long a temporary suspension is. It's just until, it looks like it's until you until it's investigated and they figure out what you
Cana
know.
2 tree tree climb and maintain flight level 350.
Climb and maintain flight level 350,
Climb and maintain flight level
Cana
350,
233.
Cana 2 tree tree.
So it's what? So it's however long it takes for him to do that. Yeah, it didn't say anything about how long. I didn't see anything. So.
Cana 2 tree tree contact Santo Domingo Center on 126.9er. Good day.
Going to 126.9er Cana 2 tree tree. Santo Domingo Center Cana 2 tree tree is passing flight level 345 climbing flight level 350.
Cana 2 tree tree, Santo Domingo Center, continue to GLS as planned.
Like I was saying, as we went out onto the runway there, I bought the. Let's see if I can get a view of what I got here. I think I can. Let's see. Terms and orders. I want to go. Sign into my password manager so I can get into the website, because I have no idea what my password is. I'm going to set up the next flight too here, which is, I think we'll do a US tour flight. It's been a while. I think I tried to do one a while back and had all kinds of issues and gave up. Descend and maintain flight level 270,
Descend
Cana
and maintain
233.
flight level 270, Cana 233.
Alright, seatbelt signs on. So we begin our descent.
Ladies and gentlemen, the flight crew has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign.
Sasha, you're gonna have to check. I mean, I would check on the VATSIM website and see what you can find. Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't find anything. Let's get our metadata. Alright, so I'm going to set up this next flight today. Which is going to be... I kind of want to keep doing some US tour flights here, but... Or world tour flights, but I also want to get up to the northern. Right now we're in the Caribbean where it's a little warmer. I want to kind of get up north and see if we got some snow in some areas. I think we're going to miss the snowstorms. I'd be pretty disappointed if I flew over to Buffalo and there wasn't snow on the ground. I'd be a little bit. But the flight's going to be at Newark to Providence, Rhode Island, so...
Tree descend and maintain 13,000 feet. Keep speed, not above 250 knots.
Descend and maintain 13,000 feet. Keep speed not above 250 knots. Cana 233.
Alright. Alright, we just passed Puerto Plata, which is Papa Tango Alpha WOR. We're headed to Codex, 45 nautical miles to get to Codex, and then we'll be on the Codex to Gulf standard terminal approach route, arrival thing. Why will not let me have that chart for that? Okay, I guess there's no chart for it. Alright, so we're on descent into Santo Domingo. Obviously, if we were flying to Puerto Plata there, I would have flown the other plane from Sky Cana, which says go with the Punta Plata. So on our descent, let's see. I've got the next flight set up over to from Newark, New Jersey, up to Providence, Rhode Island. So nice U.S. flight. So we'll get a little bit of different look than this flight, where we're over in the Caribbean. Nice sea views and everything. I do need to get all my other kind of random flights set up. That way I can just go pick one that I want to do and figure out my schedule here. But we got a lot of good stuff lined up, I think, and there's a few flights I need to just get stuff set up for those, and then kind of put them in the hopper, and then kind of decide, okay, which ones do I want to do which days. Really, I need to really set myself a schedule for these things, so I'm not kind of guessing which flight I want to do. I kind of go back and forth. So I'm going to get you the link for that here. Alright, so there's the link to the next stream. It's up in everywhere a few times there on YouTube. Man, my Flight Simulator just looks amazing, doesn't it? Alright, so let's see if I can pull this up as we're on our descent. I wish I had more time, actually, because I kind of want to show it. Maybe in the next flight, I don't know. We'll see. See what I got for time. We're at 15,000 feet. We're doing all right. Let's get the MEDAR printed off and input. All right, performance, approach. All right, QNH is 1017. Temperatures 26, wind 360 at 4 knots, transition altitude is 17,000 feet, so we need the transition right now. Minimum for the landing is 260 feet. That's all in there, perfect. Let's get our there we go. And so the plane's slowing down to 250 as we hit codecs.
Santo Domingo Center, American 1640, flight level tree 60. American 1640, Santo Domingo Center, continue as planned.
To assist with customs at our destination, flight attendants will begin handing out forms momentarily. Please review and complete these forms.
I don't know. I don't know if you'll get banned.
Upon arrival.
Alright, so here's our Got the navigraphs. This is our final for the ILS 17. So we're at Codex coming in. We're going to hit Volam. We got that hold point. At Volam, we need to be at 3,000 feet. Pebro down to 2,000. That's where we're going to capture the glide slope. If we do need to go around, we're going to climb outbound on Charlie Delta Oscar, the VOR here, radial 172 until 2,000 feet. Then make a left turn. Pull this chart up. Did I just pull it up? Second, let me do it. We'll go right there. Turn to Vilza. And then go on, which is the radial 099 out of the VOR. Climb to 3,000 feet, follow 13 DME arc to Volam and hold. Awesome. Alright.
Descend and maintain 5,000 feet. Keep speed not above 230 knots. Cana 233.
Descend 5,000 feet. If I got banned off of that sim, what would I do? I don't know. I mean, why are we serving breakfast? Why are these passengers? Why are they serving breakfast on our descent here? Yeah, I don't know what I would do. I'd appeal. I mean, there is an appeal process. It looks like, again, this is all going to be in your emails. It looked like, but that's what I would do, especially if I was doing VATSIM all the time. I don't do VATSIM, so it's not a big deal. But yeah, if I was doing something and I got banned, I'd try to be like, please. Travis, hey, welcome to the stream. Travis wants to become a pilot for American Airlines. Awesome. Have you looked into how to do that yet? Or I think ATP, I looked into doing pilot training, and ATP ATP, which I would guess is airline pilot training, or I don't know what it stands for, but they're all over the country. There's actually one they just opened a school the past few years just near where I live, so that's kind of cool, but I don't think I can afford that. I don't have the time or the money, unfortunately. I'm a little old too. Getting to that point where it's like I just can't do it, but yeah, that'd be cool, Travis. And they have, like ATP, they have like a pipeline to these different airlines. So if you want to go with American Airlines, they get you in like through Envoy and go through Envoy up and through. Hey, Prayer Warriors. Alright, we're cleared to Volam. Let's see. Descend and maintain 3,000 feet.
Runway 17 approach via Volam transition cleared to Volam Cana 233.
And there's Volam right there. We're kind of a little high, so I think we're going into that hold pattern just to try to descend. So we are definitely. Let's see if we can throw the speed brakes on. There we go. Okay. Okay, now the speed brakes are broken. What the?
We have begun our final descent into your destination.
That's not good. I need speed brakes.
Select any craft one final time. Please ensure tray tables are stored in future in the
because I don't have speed brakes anymore.
Please also store any carry-on items either in the seat back pocket or under the seat in front of you.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go into this hold, I think. Because we need to be at 3,000 feet at Volam. And we're not gonna make that. Airport's probably right there. Yep. You can't really worry about it until you know. And like I said, they have to do the investigation for your ban or for your suspension. You got a temporary suspension. They're going to investigate, see, what it warrants. I would think you were just being insistent, wanting to know what number you were for takeoff, and just getting impatient. I don't think that'd be a full-out ban. I don't think you were. So, yeah, I wouldn't worry about it until you know.
Las Américas Tower, Cana 233, 27 miles northwest inbound ILS runway 17 approach.
Cana 233, Las Américas Tower. QNH 30.00 when 054 at tree. Cleared ILS
That's 0000000. Actually, I need to
Cleared
put in
ILS
my...
runway 17 approach Cana 233.
let's get our... So we got our frequency in for ILS, 108.9. That checks out. India, Charlie, Delta, Oscar, course 172. I'm also going to get in the VOR because we do need that for our go around. So we can put both of these in. There's 99. It's going all right. Got a 4-day weekend here. I actually went into work yesterday. Got called in, but you know my boss was just pleading. He's like, "Oh, we need someone to come in. It'll be a few hours. I'll pay you double." I'm like, "All right, if you're paying me double." You know, so I worked 5 hours, but I'm getting paid like I worked 10, so that's fine. We basically last minute, it kind of turned out we weren't doing anything for Thanksgiving as an extended family, so. You know, and I worked like 14 days with a day off, 1 day off right before Thanksgiving. So, no real time to get things planned for us to do Thanksgiving stuff. So, let me say hey to Mika also. Hey, yeah, it's been a while. So we went to the store on Wednesday night, grabbed a turkey, grabbed stuff. I made a pumpkin pie on Thursday, but wasn't able to do anything else because the turkey needs to thaw and it's going to take how many days. So hopefully today, after the next stream, I'll get that turkey going. It should be thawed by now. Rub it down, get all the stuff on there, and yeah, I think let's do this hold here. We're going to do the hold because we're just a little high. Make sure we get to 3,000. We're not racing. There's the runway. Yeah. So we're going to be doing Thanksgiving a few days late. It's just my wife and my baby doing that. Doesn't seem like my parents don't really want to go out, so they don't even want to come over, and you know. If we make Thanksgiving, they don't really even want to come over, so I don't know what the deal is. You know, my mom wants to just rest or something. She's so busy at school. And I'm thinking, it's like, yeah, and I worked 72 hours a week ago. This week I worked, 50 hours or so. So, I don't know. Whatever. Less pressure, I think. I mean, I guess it's less pressure. We're just gonna figure out how to make a turkey. I mean, this is the first time us ever making turkey. We've, over in China, I made like probably every Thanksgiving. I probably make like 12 pumpkin pies for all of my students. I make a ton of mashed potatoes and stuffing, and just kind of give them a little bit. And then I think usually we'd have the students would bring like some KFC from, KFC's big in China, so that kind of worked. I mean, it wasn't turkey, but I'd make some gravy for the mashed potatoes, and so it was a little bit of Thanksgiving. It's just very hard to source a turkey in China, so we bought went to the store and looking at the turkeys, like 20 pounds. It's like, we don't really need 20 pounds for 2 of us. So we bought the bone-in chicken breast, where it doesn't have the legs and all that, but it's just the main part of it. So I think it's still 8 to 10 pounds, which should be plenty. Alright, let's exit the hold here. We'll be at 3,000 feet by Volam. Looks good. We are way ahead of schedule on expected arrival. So, I think I said it was going to take us 59 minutes, and That doesn't seem right. Uh-oh. A little low on speed here. Actually put out a flap. Oh, what's going on here? What are we doing? Oh, autopilot disconnected. Yeesh. Haven't had that happen in a while. And now we lost all of our descent there. So we got down to 3,000 feet, then we lost autopilot, and so now we're back up. Can't catch a break sometimes, right? Alright, let's get this, come on, descend. I think we should still be fine, though. Looks like we're descending just fine. Right, so there's the airport again. Yeah, Sasha, just let it play out. Kind of sucks that you can't do VATSIM this weekend, probably, but I figure it's probably not going to be much more than, you know, once they investigate it, they'll be like, all right, you're reinstated, you know, because by the time they do that, it'll be, you know, it'll be a couple days. All right, what do we got here? Cleared runway 17 approach. We're going to put in 2,000 feet, because we do need to descend to Kebro, where we will be capturing the glide. So let's hit approach here. Okay, we captured the localizer. See the glide slope right there. Green dot is telling us we need is the VNAV, really. This is alternate glide slope or something. Prayer Warriors went to Texas to visit, I'm assuming your wife's family. Left at 3 a.m., came back to OKC, Oklahoma City at 12 a.m. It was fun. My son drove halfway. Yeah, I used to love driving. You know, and I'd be able to do those long drives. I could drive, you know, forever. You know, middle of the night, whatever it was.
2,500.
I don't seem to be able to do that as much anymore, especially after driving semi-truck and doing that for years. Mall was packed yesterday. Yep. That's right, you're security at the mall. So, that must have been fun. Next stream I'll get into what I bought for Black Friday. I basically Cyber Black Friday, I guess. I'm wondering if I'm going to kick myself once Cyber Monday rolls around, if there's going to be better deals for Cyber Monday or whatever, you know. Or if it, at this point. Oh, you're the boss. The boss man. Alright, let's go flaps 3. Got the landing gear. Auto brake. Make sure we got everything that we need set up.
2,000.
Yeah, we're looking good. Cabin check. Spoilers armed. Flaps full.
Cana 233, wind 072 at 7. Clear to land runway 17.
Alright, approach speed
Clear
is
to land runway
128.
17 Cana 233.
No, I've never raced my car, and especially the car I have now couldn't really do anything. It's my truck at work. My truck at work that only goes 15 miles per hour has more get up and go than my car that I have now. But I'm not really interested in. I don't like even driving that much anymore. I barely drive. I think right now our car this month we put probably 70 miles on the car this whole month. Because I walk to work every day. I want to get myself a cargo bike eventually, and kind of just cut out the driving. And we save a ton of money not having to pay for gas, really. Can you do a full video on how to put in the FCDU? I'm saying it wrong. The MCDU, like how to program this down here.
500.
Yeah, I should do that. I need to make some more YouTube videos. That way I get more people coming in and watching the flights. I do.
400.
I keep saying I'm going to do that too. Yeah, I'll have to.
300.
I can start working on that. Or maybe once I get my new graphics card and everything too. Maybe do that, but
200.
for sure. Especially in this plane, it's so easy. Minimums.
100.
Oh, let's do an auto land. Okay.
50. 40. 20. Retard. 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 5.
Yeah, I don't like that auto land because it was landing me not on the center line. Alright, we'll just let the auto brakes take us. I never noticed that light flashing before for auto land. Or maybe it started flashing because I turned off the autopilot.
Cana 2 tree, turn next taxiway.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached our destination. The local time is 12:41 p.m. and it's currently about 28 degrees Celsius. You can now use your mobile devices.
I didn't see that at all.
Until the aircraft is
That
stop and the seatbelt sign
taxiway there.
Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bins as items can get hidden during the flight. Thank you for flying with us, and we hope to see you again.
Alright, we'll exit at taxiway Foxtrot.
Cana 2 tree, exit runway when able. Cana 2 tree, contact ground on 121.
Some issues going on with the ground markings.
121.9er for Cana 2 tree.
Alright, landing lights off, taxi on, runway turn off lights, strobe, so auto, TCAS off. Yeah. Get the APU going. Alright, taxi, parking. No, okay. So we'll just find our own parking spot. Not a problem. Hopefully GSX is set up right. Well, let's actually pick a gate from GSX. God. He's going to come out here. Alright, we got a few other planes here, courtesy of Flight Radar 24 and Flight Simulator Live Traffic Liveries. Great mod. And looks like GSX Pro is actually doing a pretty good job with the gates or whatever there. Yes, I'm following you. Take me to my gate. Yep. Don't forget to hit that if you are new here. If you're new here, say hi. Don't be scared. Yeah, for sure. I need to. Well, once we get into the next flight, or maybe here before we sign off on this flight. God, the markings are pretty bad. There's 4A or A4. That move was. Alright, parking brake set. We do have the APU, so we can bring down the engines. This guy's all waving around. Well, why did you tell me to stop too early? Well, hopefully the jetway can connect to us. Yep, don't be scared to ask questions. Yeah, if you have a request, like Prayer Warriors, I keep meaning to do videos like that, and I know you guys want them. So you want it in this plane, yeah, Prayer Warriors, the A32NX. It should work pretty similarly in the Phoenix, I would guess. I mean, it's the same plane, it's just, for the most part, the same MCU. Alright, engines are down. Let's get that external power. Beacon lights off. That kind of breaks the immersion, doesn't it? Request deboarding.
Boarding requested.
Where are you from, Prayer Warriors? Okay, that's not really for me. Prayer Warriors is from Oklahoma City. Yes, he is. Hope you guys like my new little chat thing. I'm using this thing called Ninja Chat. And really cool, the different ways you can have the chat. You can have it as a horizontal scroll like I have on the bottom there. And actually, I think it looks better and works better than what I had before, which was really more for Twitch. But this works across all platforms. You can tell where someone's talking from. Most of you, obviously most of you guys right now are talking from YouTube. Okay, so there we go, we got the jetway out. It's not perfectly attached, so I guess the passengers are gonna have to jump a little bit. I guess it would have been better if we were in position. The jetway's extended as far as it can go. Oh well. Alright, seatbelt signs off. Maybe you can come off. Supply, fuel pumps. So we're just not parked in the right place. We didn't get up far enough. Oh well. But looks pretty good. Alright, I mean, except for the passengers having to walk across. Alright, while the passengers are disembarking, we'll pull up Atlanta. Check out the flight. So a pretty straightforward flight. We had our little hold to get to our descent, and we actually ended up climbing right at the end. So our taxi path and our landing, actually a pretty decent landing, but I don't know how much of that was the auto land and how much that was me. negative 255.18. GeForce 1.07, landing speed 131, a little bit fast. Block time 1 hour, flight time 46 minutes. I was planning on 59 minutes for the entire flight, so well ahead of schedule. Like I said, a decent landing. That's all you can ask for. And let's check out the World Tour map. Everywhere we've flown so far on the tour. Coming up in 3, 2... This is going to be a long one. I can't ever figure it out. There it is. There it is. Everywhere we've flown to. It's filling out nicely. You can see the Western Hemisphere getting pretty close. But basically right here is we need to fly this whole area. We got a lot of little islands. But today, we've landed in the Dominican Republic. And there it is. Next flight on the World Tour is going to be to Venezuela. So we're going to be flying down, right down here into Venezuela. So that should be a nice flight. I'm guessing probably a 2.5 hour flight. Let's see what it is. Actually, might not be that long.
Do you want to deboard crew?
Actually, it's an hour flight, which is about the same length as the flight we just did, but you see the distance. I don't know, I guess. Strange. Alright, let me get back out of this. What did they just ask me? Do I want to board the crew? Yeah, let's board the crew and everyone.
Crew deboarding starting.
Let's see. Mika Huns from Switzerland. Yeah. Yep. Alright, well, I'm going to... it should be pinned on the chat, but I will post it again just to make sure. But this is the next stream where we're going to be doing a US flight in the CRJ 550. Let's see, where is it? Let's write it out. Next stream.
Pilots deboarding starting.
And pin that again. So there's the next stream. It's pinned up top. So I'll be ending this stream at some point once. So probably open that in another window. Just be prepared, and we'll jump over to that one for the U.S. tour flight. Thanks for coming along. Thanks for coming in this morning. Hope to see you over there with the U.S. tour flight. And yeah, I'm gonna. We'll talk about what I bought for Black Friday, computer stuff. I'm pretty excited about, and looking forward to doing that, and hopefully find some time and make it a priority to make a nice video showing you guys how to use the flight computer in the Airbus A32NX. Alright, so let's go to the end screen, and I will see you in probably... It says it's starting at 9 o'clock, so it might be, you know, about 20 minutes. Alright? So I'll see you guys then. I'm going to go to intermission screen because I'm also on Twitch, but it is... well, let me fix that. I need to change the thumbnail. So many little moving parts, right? Alright, I will see you in probably 20 minutes, 15 minutes, something like that.